Howdy y'all, and welcome back to the layout. Before I get started, I want to quickly mention that I've been gone for a little while, and this video was originally recorded last summer. Every once in a while, life can get in the way of our model railroads, but I've got some big plans moving forward, so be sure to stay tuned. Now before we get to the review, let's take a quick look at the real UP-844. She was the last steam locomotive built for the Union Pacific, delivered in 1944 as a high-speed passenger engine. Between 1962 and 1989, an extra 4 was added to the number, making it 8444 to distinguish her from a diesel in the 800 series. When diesels took over all passenger services, number 844 was placed in freight service in Nebraska between 1957 and 1959. She was then saved in 1960 for excursion and public relations service, an assignment that continues to this day. 844 has since been known as the living legend, face of the Union Pacific. Now setting our scaleometer to 1 to 87, let's take a closer look at Broadway Limited's latest run of the UP-844 Excursion version. Alright guys, so here we are. Got the box here. This is, as previously mentioned, the 844 Paragon 4. So let me go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Oh boy. You have, of course, got your usual funnel for smoke fluid, and in the bottom of the box you have your packet of information. Well, you've got your warranty information, a basic function chart, which I'm really glad they started including that, because that's super useful, operator's manual, and of course, exploded parts diagram. These side panels. Comes with a coupler and some bits. I believe this is to swap between the swing around coupler on the pilot. And there it is. Alrighty guys, taking a look at the front here, we of course have all of the smoke box detail, marker lights. I believe those are lit, or classification lights, excuse me. I believe those are lit. Free swinging bell, number boards, headlight, coupler cut lever. Believe the swing around coupler on the front of the pilot of this is fixed in place, hence there's the swap. You can swap it out for the coupler if you want. Smokestack, whistle with smoke, safety tread walkways, correct trim. One of the problems with previous iterations of this model by pretty much anybody was correct trim was one of the big things. You'd have it on the wheels, and you wouldn't have it up on the walkway, or you'd have it on the walkway and not the wheels, or whichever, and all kinds of different combinations. And this is, of course, modeled correctly with the white trim, running gear detail. Firebox detail, cab figures installed, dual dynamo. I think that's another thing that has been incorrect in the past, that has been corrected with this one. Not necessarily calling Broadway Limited out, but just everybody. We of course have believe we have backhead detail. However, I cannot see in there with the camera. We do, however, have plenty of good tender detail on this side. It is nice and visible, easy to see. Fire hose toolboxes, correct oil bunker on the top with the correct tilt it that way really quick. The correct equipment up top. The only thing missing might be like a hose. Would be very easy to just put one on. Coming around the back, we of course have the rear class lights. I think that, I'm not sure if those are lit or not. I think that they're not, based on the look of them. Reverse light, all the writing is legible. Water filler hatches up top, handrails, everything seems pretty sturdy. On the tender you have this toolbox, which is also usually not present on these models, which I'm really excited to finally get one that has the toolbox. And much of the same side rods and valve gear and etc. It does look really, really good. Really, really good. I'm excited about this. I don't have my scale, however, unfortunately, is kind of broken at the moment. I need to get my I either fix it or get a new one. So unfortunately, I can't do much else of that. I could do check the coupler height, but eyeballing it, it looks fine. With something like this, I'm sure that it's within acceptable limits. I always do that. I'm sure it's within acceptable limits. So, all right, guys, we got it up over on the tracks here. Let's go ahead and apply track power. And as per usual with the Broadway limited locomotives, all you got to do is start it moving just a little bit. And there it goes. We of course have headlight, class lights, number boards, and cab light. And of course smoke, though it's going to be a little bit wonky since I am running like 3 fans in here because it's like 80 degrees. Gotta love Houston. This of course comes with Paragon 4. Which actually comes with 2 different decoder function modes. The default, of course, is standard mode. We'll go ahead and look through that. So, of course, F0. F0 is lights on and off. Man, it is smoky. Alright, F1 is the bell. F2 is the whistle. Oh yeah, look at that. So, as you can clearly see, it does have a smoking whistle. F3 is coupler sounds. Which activates whenever you're moving. F4 is air pump. And they'll just play as long as you have the button on. F5 is blowdown / chuff volume increase. So if you're stopped, it'll just be a blowdown. If you're moving, it'll be a volume increase. F6 is water fill / chuff volume decrease. Which will play as long as the button is activated. So 6, 7 is smoke off, and for the time being... Alright, so the F7 is smoke off. I'm going to go ahead and leave that off just for the time being. F8 is mute. We don't necessarily need to hear that. F9 is startup / shutdown. Press it again, turn it back on. Alright, F10 is oil injector. F11 is water injector. And F12 is brake set / release. Going over a couple more of them, F13 is grade crossing, F14 is station sounds, 15 is radio chatter, F16 is maintenance chatter, etc., chattering for just about any circumstance you could ever be at with a locomotive. And this does use all 28 functions, going all the way up to F28 being brake squeal. 22 is also whistle toggle, which I might take a closer look at, but I'm going to need to remap that in order to do that, because I can't figure out how to do that on this, despite having tried multiple times. But anyway, let's go ahead and mute this thing right quick and take a look at its drive characteristics. So we'll start going forward, I guess. So that is 1. A little bit of motor noise. 2. 3. 4. And 5. I don't know what that was. Pretty good slow speed control. A little bit of motor noise. I think it just needs to be run in a little bit. Should be fine. Going backwards, that's 1. 2. Pretty smooth though. 3. 4. And 5. Alright, That seems to go pretty good. I'll have to, I think I'll just need to run it a bit in order to get it to break in and everything. But, oh, I did, of course, forgot to mention the positionable hatch for the roof vent. But yes, I think that's pretty much it. So, that concludes this part of the review. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the review of Broadway Limited's latest run of the 844. Again, sorry I've been gone for so long, but you know, life happens. Anyway, be sure to stay tuned as I've got some big plans coming up, including next week, where we'll be taking a look at the Greater Houston Model Train Show. See y'all next time.